Brad, you had a pretty big play last year with the 85-yard pick six. What do you remember about that play? And do you feel like maybe that was kind of like your introduction as a Razorback?
Man, I just remember the crowd going crazy. I mean, that was like kind of my first game in college, so that was really a crazy experience for me. I really had a good relationship with the War Memorial Stadium, so I'm excited to go back.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you see from them on offense? Like, what are maybe some of their tendencies, or maybe what their coordinator likes to do?
he's a heavy screen player. He likes to keep a simple run game. They depend on their running back a lot, so I see them running the ball a lot.
Mhm. And Taylen, you ever been to Little Rock?
I actually been one time when I first got here. Shout out to Mr. Frank Fletcher,
Oh yeah.
Automotive. Shout out. I went there when I first got here, like I said, and met him. Great guy, and yeah, so I'm excited to go back.
Did you ever have a chance to check out War Memorial? And if not,
Didn't
what have you heard about the stadium and I guess just the Little Rock people? And I don't know if are you familiar with all the tailgating and all that kind of stuff on the golf course, all that stuff they do?
I'm just taking everything in. We just had meetings of trainers like this is gonna be your first game. This first play. We already got our first play and what we're gonna do. He's like, this is gonna be your first play as a hog, and I'm just gonna take everything in. And I've heard a lot about it. I heard positive things and passionate fan base. So I'm just excited for that first kickoff and hearing the calling the hogs.
I bet it feels like it's been forever, just waiting for this game to finally get here. And just your thoughts on, finally playing a different opponent, putting the helmet on, wearing, Arkansas across your chest for the first time. Just your thoughts on that finally getting here.
I'm extremely excited, to be live too, to run and to make people miss. But I'm also excited that I don't got to go against him, making my job harder than what I'm used to. But I'm glad every single day that I get to face Brad and this great defense that he makes. I mean, they make my job hard. They make us work for it. And that's why I always tell the defense. We don't have any easy way out, and so that's what I like.
Thanks, fellas. Tom, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Brad, we just had Landon on, and he sounded like the green dot on defense could be you and could be Jaden. Have you guys come to a decision on that?
I'm pretty sure Jaden Johnson for sure has it. They're deciding out of the linebackers who to have it. I'm not sure who's gonna have it. It might be me, it might be Steven Dix, it might be either or.
So it could possibly move around during the course of a game.
Yeah,
Okay. Have you experimented with it, and what have you thought of it?
I had it a little bit in the spring, and it was pretty decent. It was something I was new to, so it was something that really helped the defense. And with the 15-second game clock, I feel like that's a big game changer for the defense. So it
In
was
what way?
pretty.
In what way, Brad? That 15 seconds is a game changer.
Yeah,
But how is it a game changer? Like it helps the defense, or
it communicates with the whole defense with the crowd interaction. So we like get to home in on ourselves and get to know the call more quicker, more faster than trying to look to the sideline for a signal and it's tempo or something like that. So it's really a game changer for the defense.
gotcha. Taylor, we talked to Coach Petrino about this very thing last week, and he said y'all were still trying to iron out the wrinkles. What's your take been?
It's been pretty cool. I mean, this experience, of, hearing, Coach Petrino, saying the play and it's giving like, getting us ready. I mean, getting me ready, for, my goal and to get to the next level. That's what they do in the NFL, and just looking my teammates in the eye and calling the play in the huddle and as Coach Petrino says, running the show. So it definitely, like Brad said, is a game changer. We don't have to look to the signal. And, I think it was what was it T Will was saying how stealing signals and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So it's definitely a game changer with that too.
Gotcha. Hey, Brad, I don't know if you'll be running downfield with number 11, but apparently he's the guy who said that the Arkansas secondary was big but slow. Did y'all hear that?
yeah, we heard it, and we're not really worried about what they talk about. I feel like we got a pretty good secondary to our team. So all other stuff we just ignoring right now. So we care less about what they talk about.
Thanks.
Jackson.
Sorry, Taylen, one more green dot question for you. Week 0 saw a lot of quarterbacks kind of, going like this and, loud noise and everything. I mean, has there been any added discussions maybe since the first week of games with Coach Petrino or Coach Pittman about, might not be this week, but in the future on the road, adjusting to the noise with the communications?
I mean, since fall camp, we've been, doing, crowd noise and practice and pricing like the decibels. So I mean, I feel like we've done, a great job of, being in that atmosphere, and we've been like tuning like the volume and the pitch. I mean, going back and forth what works and what doesn't. So I feel like we've done a great job in, preparation, and we're just gonna see, in the first weekend, the second week of, what works and what doesn't.
And I know you've mentioned before in talking to us just how much of a goal it was to play, SEC big time football when you entered the transfer portal. What are the emotions like now, 2 days away from stepping on that field as an SEC quarterback?
This is why I came here, just, wearing the red and white. And, I'm excited, like I said, for this opportunity. I feel like it's really going to hit me when we take off, on tomorrow on the bus ride. And, just the nerves and, just the butterflies. But, I feel like we've done a great job of preparation. So I feel like once we step on that field, it's go time. We got, I know a lot of people's counting us out, but, everybody in this room, everybody in this, facility believes in, what we have, and that's what we're going to showcase on Thursday.
And Brad, just kind of based off what Taylen kind of just said, everybody counting you guys out. I mean, I know you want to ignore the media and try and lock in, but it has to seep in a little bit. Just how much motivation is there with, maybe some of the low expectations and the noise kind of around the program right now?
It's kind of like a fuel to us. I mean, it's my motivation for sure, and I hope the team also has that motivation of like being left out by the media and all that. So, going into the season, we're here to prove everybody wrong, and go hard.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Bob, all you.
Oliver always saves the best for last. Taylen, by Petrino, he won a lot of big games. He won some real big games in Little Rock, knocked off LSU a couple of times, one time to clinch a Sugar Bowl bid. What sense have you gotten from Bobby, maybe about how excited he is, one, to be coaching back at Arkansas and going to Little Rock? And has he told you about, games in Little Rock?
I would say just the history, when we watch our install tapes, when we watch, plays, it's in that stadium. And, like you said, the LSU and, with Mallet and, everybody he's coached. And just the thing that I've taken from him this whole week, this game week, just the preparation that he has. When we walked in on Monday, he already had, the game plan and just what we're gonna do. And that's what I was like, oh, okay. And so that just causes, me to be, prepared every single day, because I don't got no excuse, the plays that we're running is the plays that we're running.
And then I was going to ask you guys about Marion Harris, and obviously Taylen, you play with them. And Brad, if you want to chime in, if you don't, that's fine too, because I know you're on defense. But it sounds like he's going to start. He's a Little Rock guy. Maybe he wasn't looking like a starter back in the spring. Just what have you thought about his camp and what's put him in this position, and what your expectations are for him?
I would say he's done a great job, stepping up, whether it's, fall camp and even in the spring. He's always prepared, he always has a smile on his face, and, any question that he has, he's not scared to, ask it. And, he meshes well, with, what we have. And I'm just, extremely proud and, can't wait for him to, showcase what he's been working on day in and day out, since, everybody got here in the spring.
Yeah, I also feel like he, being from across the ball, I feel like he also grew as a player. I call him Big E, so I feel like yeah, I feel like he grew as a player too, as an offensive lineman. I see him in the scheme. I think he fits it really well.
I got one more for you guys. Sam told us Monday he's not gonna, team didn't vote on captains before the season like is usually the norm. He wants the have game day captains rotate around, give different guys different chances. Just wonder what y'all each think of that. Taylor, you go ahead.
I got you. Um, I feel like that speaks volumes to, this team. Just we have so many leaders, and not just the starters. It's the second string, third string. It's just we have a great team, and a great leaders, and you can't be a leader unless bring everybody up, and that's what I love, that everybody, and that's what I like about the coaches. They gave us the opportunity, whether in the spring or in the summer, to be a player-led team. And that's why I feel like the greatest teams are, is, because the coaches are on the sidelines, but we're the ones playing. So we have to, communicate and, speak up when, things are right and when things are wrong.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what Taylen was saying, I feel like the team should be player-led. We the ones out there playing, so I feel like the team should be led as a unit, all together.
Okay, I'm good. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I
Appreciate you.
appreciate it. All right.